Good morning, Lompoc.
Good morning, Lompoc. It is so good to have you here.
Happy Monday. We hope you all had a wonderful weekend.
And happy birthday, Michelle.
Thank you.
It's your birthday.
It's like I have my own birthday show.
Yes.
I've never had one of these before, so I'm excited.
You know, when you don't have one, you just make your own. You know, we made our own show. We made our own birthday show.
We did. I'm excited to celebrate with everyone here. I've usually always been a little bit weird about my birthday. I think one year I took it off Facebook because I didn't want anybody to wish me happy birthday. And then other years I embrace it. But it's funny because when looking back at memories, I cried at almost every single one of my birthday parties growing up. And I feel so bad for my mom because she would go out of her way to make it so special. And there's always just the pic of me with my cake and I'm in tears. And I have no idea why. I think I was just a little brat.
Never good enough.
So I'm excited to celebrate today with everybody here. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you guys for joining us and for all of your kind birthday wishes.
Yes,
and all that.
we love you guys.
Yeah. We're looking forward to getting outside, hopefully a little bit later today to enjoy a little bit more of that.
Yes. So lots of fun things that happened this weekend if we focus on the good news. So there was a graduation drive-by. There were some old cars. We didn't get a chance to go see it because my mom was doing a little birthday dinner on Friday night. But there were some great pictures from Teresa Baker, and that's Dave and Jasmine, and he had an old antique fire truck that they got to ride around in.
How cool is that?
And then Cabrillo High School also did a drive-by, and a few, I think, high schools are doing drive-bys today, this week, I think, over a few
I'm going to try to sneak over and grab a little bit of footage. I know Lompoc's doing one, and I think Maple's doing one this week as well.
Yeah, but Cabrillo was up first here, so we had... there's them getting their little birthday, or not birthday, I've got birthday in my mind, graduation day envelopes.
Super cool.
Woohoo! That's at Cabrillo.
Thanks to all the teachers and admins, folks from the school district for adjusting and adapting to make this as fun as possible for the kids that are graduating. That's super cool.
So congratulations, you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a chance to drop off we adopted a couple seniors. So yesterday we finally got our stuff together and dropped that off. So that was happy to give them a little bit of happiness.
Yes, I know. It's
and some candy.
What a strange year to graduate in. But hopefully, hopefully there'll be a lot of good things that come out of this, and a lot of new perspectives and stories and stuff too. So, and then you did the food drive, right, on Saturday?
I did. Thank you to those who pitched in and who donated. We dropped off a little bit of food, and did I bring that out? I don't know if I brought that out or not.
You told me
anyway,
it was 1,000 pounds?
Aubrey told me that it's one of the best days that they've
best turnouts that they've had.
Yeah, so and I forgot to grab the paper, but
I thought she said
over
it was
1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Which was amazing, and they had the whole community step up in a big way. So for those of you that are fans of the show that participated, again, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
To the city of Lompoc. This is not unexpected. This is a very giving community. So again, I'm so appreciative for your help on that.
We have a little good morning from them and from Brad.
1, 2, 3. Good morning, Lompoc.
Brad,
I forgot to play that earlier.
He earned his keep. He went and dropped the food off.
He sure did.
It was great. It was really good to see Ann McCarty there. She was at Grocery Outlet. She was manning the booth there. So that was really cool.
And we got to take Michael Carroll, who has lived here for 30 years.
30 years.
On his first Llama trip for his first Llama Burger.
Llama trip in 30 years.
Oh my gosh. So we got to go there. We ate the burgers. I didn't get a chance to take any photos of those yet.
We were so hungry we just ate them.
But it was a beautiful day. It rained on our way there, but then it was beautiful when we got out there, which was pretty cool. And I got to go and stick my feet in the ocean, which just felt so nice. There were lots of people there. It was just an amazing day.
Yeah.
And we got to,
And there wasn't very much, no wind.
Yep.
And it was like 70, 75 degrees. And
it was just cool to go with a longtime local who had never had a Llama Burger or been to Llama Beach. So
we ate those so fast.
Oh my God, I was
they were so
starving.
Good. Anyway.
It was an amazing day. Yeah. And then SpaceX
and
NASA,
they did
had a successful launch.
We did.
If you watched that was amazing.
Americans from American soil sent into space for the
Yes.
first time in
Oh my
9
gosh.
9 years.
They actually did it, and that is the little dragon pod, which they renamed Endeavour.
I'm sure a lot of you watched it yesterday because that was pretty cool.
But it's connecting to the International Space Station. Isn't that amazing? And it's like they're being birthed as they come into the pod.
Come
here.
on in, guys. Come on in. Welcome.
Oh, I
Pretty
think that one
cool.
guy hit his head. There they
happened.
are. High five.
Congratulations to SpaceX. I know we got a few SpaceX employees that work in this.
To do a
area, too.
backflip.
And then
I'm
he
gonna
did
kinda do a
backflips.
side spin,
How
which
cool
is, a
is it
little bit of a permutation
that we get to watch that?
request. So
Live
we do have
from
an Apatosaurus
space.
aboard. We both have two boys. Trimmer,
That's
the
so cool.
Apatosaurus, got the vote from the boys to make the trip into space today with us.
That is super cool.
I mean, what a world that we get to live in. That
We need
get
to save
watch,
our money so we can go to
get
space
to
someday.
watch it was like they were giving us a tour of a house or something, and it's from space. So how many millions of, or not millions, how many thousands of miles?
I don't know.
So
Maybe
is that?
someone knows.
But there was oh, go ahead.
No,
Sorry, you can
you were
talk.
going to mention about the so where they
It
are.
orbits 250 miles above the planet's
Right.
surface, not thousands, Michelle.
And I may be wrong, but somebody had said on the NASA video that every 24 hours, because of where they are, the sunrise and sunset happens 16 times in 24 hours. Imagine that. Every 90 minutes.
Every 90 minutes.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset.
Somebody's going to
crazy.
correct her. Well, I think that math is right. And they're traveling at a speed of 17,500 miles per hour. And they'll be stationed there for 110 days.
Crazy.
So,
That's pretty fast.
yeah.
Faster than a Tesla. But
Yep. Congratulations to Bob and Doug and
Anyway,
the
they made
entire
it.
team for making it. That was amazing. So,
yeah, and congratulations to the USA. We did something really cool.
yes.
Pretty awesome.
And then we have a report from our cutest little weatherman.
Good morning, Lompoc. I know the weather like before. The weather's gonna be all over the place. Wednesday's gonna be 78 degrees, but Saturday, Sunday's gonna be 66, and gonna be windy. Special shout out to Michelle. Happy birthday!
He is just the cutest.
He's killing it. Miranda Curls. Yep.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Brittany, for making that happen
Thank you so much.
for
Thank
us.
you, Danny. I love it. Thank you for my birthday wishes.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
And then later in the show, we forgot to kind of give our quick synopsis, but
Yes.
later in the show, we'll be chatting with Victor Jordan. Victor is the original source of good news here in Lompoc. He started the Lompoc Vision back in 2003.
Yep.
And that's completely focused on good news. And Victor has had an amazing life. So,
Crazy. We couldn't even include all of the craziness that's happened in his life and the journey that he's been on. But if there's anyone that's overcome and just done amazing things and celebrated goodness and positivity, it's this guy.
Yeah.
So, Victor, thank you again for spending time to talk with us about this
Yes.
amazing journey you've been on.
And he
So,
just has an
yeah.
incredible perspective, too.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it is about perspective, right? So,
Very inspirational.
and then I guess real quick as part of my little birthday treat, Brad is going to do a taste challenge with me. So
Let's see if Michelle has a good
I'm
palate.
going to go hop in there and see what happens.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Brad here, also known as the other guy, at least in some contexts. Today, we're going to put the Mrs. Ball through a test of all tests to see if she indeed has a spectacular palate, also known as a tongue. Anyway, I don't know if I believe all of it, but we'll see. So I've found 7 items. That's 6 plus 1. So it's her birthday is 6-1. No one wants 6, so we chose 7. Anyway, 7 things for her to taste. And if she gets the majority of those right, then I, Brad Ball, will craft a Negroni for her at the end. All right, here we go.
Got a tiara for that birthday girl.
Ooh, I'm
Oh.
excited.
How many years?
36.
36. That is so cool. 36 years. Awesome. I have this cutting board right here.
Okay.
Okay. The goal here is to taste each one of them. You're going to taste it and you're going to blurt out
And I'm
what
gonna,
you think the answer is.
Yes. Oh, I got close. Oh,
You cannot put it in your nose. Everything is edible.
it tastes like lemon. Oh, it's definitely lemon.
So that's spoon number 1. We're going with lemon.
Meyer lemon.
And are you ready for spoon number 2?
I am.
Spoon number 2. So this is the first one. The second one is right here. That's
Okay.
your second spoon. You're doing great. Don't put it too close to your nose. I mean, you get a little closer.
Oh, it's butter. I love butter. Butter.
Okay, good. Isn't that nice? All right, so here's your third one.
Okay.
Third one's right there. Sniffing it out.
This tastes like orange. Yum.
Okay, ready for spoon number 4. It's right there for you.
Okay. White nectarine. So healthy. I thought these were going to be all cake.
No. Okay, now starting with our first big spoon.
Okay.
Big spoon.
Smells more like cake. No, it's just. I think it's just a strawberry.
Okay. I wasn't going to play any weird tricks on you. This is a serious scientific test to prove whether or not you have a great palate. No tricks here.
All right.
Everyone knows what cake tastes like. Hey. Hurry before Jeremy gets home.
This tastes like apricot. I think it's apricot.
Down to our last spoon. Last spoon.
Ooh. Oh, it almost smells like guava. Oh, it's so aromatic.
What do you think, Michelle?
I think it's more another stone fruit. Maybe yellow, like maybe white peach or peach. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. But it has a guava-esque quality to it, so.
Well, you did pretty good.
Yeah?
You did pretty good. Not perfect. Pretty good. I've got one more. Got one more thing to smell and
I think
taste
this
here.
sounds right up my alley.
Yeah? Well, before Jeremy gets back, I figured you'd probably want to take a whiff and a taste of that.
Ooh. Ooh, it smells like burnt lemon. I taste mezcal. Mezcal.
You're good. You're so good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Brad. And thank you for my tiara. I didn't realize it said 50. You got it wrong by about 14 years.
You know, I sent Brad shopping. He says it's some trouble reading, but he also told me they did not have a 36 tiara.
Oh,
They had a 21.
That's an important year.
They had a 15. 15 is way too young. 15, 21, 50, I think was
I
the
guess
next
I'm
option.
closer to 50 than 21. Oh my gosh,
Split the
I
difference.
am. I just realized that I'm closer to 50
You
than
look
21.
great in a tiara, though. I disregard
Anyways,
the number.
That
It's
was a
just
lot of
number.
fun. That was breakfast, but I really was expecting like lots of bites of different kinds of cake. I was hoping for cheesecake and carrot cake and like Boston cream pie.
I took it seriously.
And
Brad
banana
took it
cream
seriously.
pie. I would have liked all the different pies and cakes. So, but I guess he's like trying to tell me something because I said I was a little fluffy last week. So.
It's my fault. So, for fun, it's your birthday, and it only happens once a
my
year. So,
birthday.
I'm the worst with birthdays.
You are. No, I'm just joking.
Yes, I always stress to the last minute, trying to figure out what are we going to do. So, anyway, since we did this little show, I thought since we've stayed connected with a lot of our friends during all of this quarantine and
Yeah.
stay-at-home stuff, that in the spirit of the show, I thought it'd be fun to reach out and get a few comments from a few of our close friends on your birthday and to wish you a happy birthday. So I put a little video together, and there's some fun photos of Michelle as a young child.
Oh, was I crying?
Pretty awesome. I didn't see you crying in here.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Good.
But anyway, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Michelle. Thank you so much for being such a bright light during this dark time in our lives. I'm so glad that I met you, and I hope you have a
Happy birthday, Miss Michelle.
Happy birthday, Michelle.
Happy birthday, Michelle.
Happy birthday, Michelle. I am so happy to be able to call you a friend. You're one of the most kind, inquisitive, thoughtful, and creative people I've met, and I am lucky to know you. I wish you continued success, and I hope this is sincerely one of the best birthdays you have.
Happy birthday, Michelle. We love you. We hope your day is full of all of your favorite things, like dogs loving their whipped cream. And happy birthday. Love, Brian, Shmaine, Topa, and Skip.
It's your birthday! Woo! I hope you have a good one. I'll see you soon, Michelle. Mwah!
Happiest birthday to you, Michelle. Super excited to spend more time drinking wine and catching up this year. Hope this one brings another year full of good wine, good conversations, and fun times with friends.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Michelle. We hope you have a great day and an amazing year.
happy birthday, Michelle.
Happy birthday, Michelle. Drink lots of great wine. 27 never looks so good.
Happy birthday, Michelle. We love you so much and hope you have a spectacular day.
Happy birthday, Michelle. We just want to say that you're one of our favorite people to dine with.
And we love your creativity.
And I love to travel with you, even though you fight with me and tell me that I'm wrong.
Happy birthday, Michelle. We love you.
Love you.
This guy loves you too.
Happy birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday, Michelle. Happy birthday, Michelle. Unicorn. Panda.
Hi, Michelle. Happy birthday. We love you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Michelle.
Oh my god, that was like the sweetest thing ever. I'm
Happy
glad I'm
birthday.
wearing like my waterproof mascara or
Yeah,
something.
the
Like,
new stuff?
oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. That just made my day.
Thank you to everyone
Oh
who
my
sent
gosh,
something
that
in.
was amazing.
I did this last minute, so I know I'm going to hear about it, and somebody's going to say, well, you didn't even tell me. I would have sent I'm going to apologize now because I know there's a list of at least, 10, 15 people that I just didn't reach out to. I apologize.
You guys are awesome.
Anyway, thank you guys
I so
for
appreciate
being
it.
understanding.
Best birthday ever. So
Wow, you deserve it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was amazing. And I'm going to have a really good day today, I think. So
I hope so. I hope so.
I appreciate all of you. So we have Victor Jordan up next, and I think we kind of wanted to remind people this show is about positive news, and we are not unaware of what's happening in the world, and but we do choose to focus on the good stuff, at least for these 30 minutes, and try to take everyone's mind off of what's going on. So Victor is kind of just the same way. He is just a wealth of knowledge and positive energy, and his positive thinking has
It's
gotten
really
him all over the world, right?
It's propelled him around the world. It's propelled him into some unique situations and just an amazing story. But we really wanted to focus in on Lompoc. He talked to us about a lot of other things, and that's for another day. But this is about Lompoc and positivity. So we're really, really grateful.
So he moved here in 1964 from England. His mom was a vocalist that was on the same tour as apparently the Beatles. And so that's how he ended up in Lompoc. And then I've got a couple fun slides to share afterwards. Let me show off. This is his Lompoc vision. So you can check that out. It's available at all the, you can find it at Grocery Outlet, at the Village Market, at Vaughn's, so you can pick up your copy there. You can also find it online. And the military, the base actually reached out to him a while back saying that they wanted to be able to give people a heads up before they come to Lompoc. And so he gives them access to his online website, and that people can find out a little bit about Lompoc before they arrive.
Even before someone maybe transferring from another base, like even a couple months or 6 months, the base hooks them up, gives them access to this stuff so they can start to learn about the community and the things that we have and the amenities and where to go and who to see and who to talk to and how to have fun with your kids. It's really cool. So Victor, he's the original good news guy here in town. So we're super inspired by him. And again, very grateful that he took the time to talk to us on our little show.
So here's Victor.
Thank you.
I left home in the middle of my senior year in high school. I went to Cabrillo, and I lived up in the woods in Mission Hills in vacant houses and hitchhiked to school. And then a little further into my senior year, I've always been into art. I got a job at the Space and Missile Test Center as an illustrator. And this is way before the advent of computers, of course. So that's what got me out of the woods in vacant houses, is that I bought myself a 56 Chevy and got a room, had an older person sign me a room at the Drake Hotel, which is across the street from the old DMV. And so I graduated and I moved to Solvang, went to Allen Hancock, got out of Hancock, and I said, I'm not supposed to be here anymore. So what I did is I put some personal stuff in a duffel bag and got on the 101 in Buellton and hitchhiked around the United States for the next 2.5 years.
Oh my God.
I ended up coming back to Lompoc and couldn't find work anywhere. So I went down to Moore's Mill and Lumber and I bought myself some rollers and some brushes. I'd never painted a house before, but I went around asking people if they would like their house painted for $350, you buy the paint. And I had so much work that I had to teach all my friends how to paint houses, and I'd have a team over here and another team over there. And then it was time to go again. So I ended up in Hollywood for about 30 years or so and doing work for Disney and Warner Brothers, Capitol Records, all of them. But then it was time for me to go. I ended up getting the Bell's palsy, came back here to Lompoc, and I ended up doing all of the graphics for the casino. And I did that for quite some time. And then I wanted doing something more.
Yeah.
I looked around for what did Lompoc need. I remember when I was here before, everyone said, including myself, that there was never anything to do in Lompoc. But coming back a little older, a little wiser, I discerned that it wasn't that there was nothing to do, it was that there was nowhere to go to find out where things were going on.
Yeah.
So then I put together a dummy newspaper and I went around asking some of the merchants here in Lompoc, would you help in advertising a publication that had no negativity and no politics? And I had most of the people who are always saying, oh, that sounds like a good idea if you can pull it off. This one gentleman said, well, who's going to do all your graphics? I said, myself. Mm-hmm. And then he said, well, how are you going to fund this? I said, what do you mean? He said, Victor, you can't start a newspaper without a backer. And I said, dude, I just walked into your office. You've never laid eyes on me before, and you have no idea of my capabilities. And he said, well, Victor, if you come in, bring a full stack of newspapers and put them on my desk, I will always advertise with you. And 3 weeks later, I went in there, slammed him on his chest and said, will that be check or cash? And that was just under 17 years ago. So my life has been an adventure.
Yeah.
And the best move that I could have made, I think, at that time was to move back to Lompoc. For the first time, I feel like part of a community.
It's not unusual that kids want to leave Lompoc, but you left Lompoc and you've seen so many things, both sides of the country, the whole country, internationally. You've seen a lot of things. Mm-hmm. You've had dark moments here. What's motivated you to keep finding the magic and trying to educate people about what's special about Lompoc?
Well, there's nothing that can be gained by negativity, number one. No matter where you are, you got to find the juice. You got to find the positivity. One of the main reasons people stay so sad is because they don't know how to look for positivity. People a lot of times are dogging out positivity. That's unrealistic or this and that, but I've had a life of that, of positive thinking. It got me around this world. So I'd rather go by my experience than theirs.
Yeah.
because chances are, just to have that negativity, they can't have gone around much.
Are you hopeful for the future of Lompoc? Are you seeing the types of change and community efforts that you want to? Do you want to see more?
You can always want to see more.
Yeah.
Anything positive, you're always going to want more of that. It's a lot better than it used to be here, and that's a good growth. You know, and you got to concentrate on that. You know, I mean, if you wanted to just talk about all the bad stuff, I got plenty of bad stuff I could be talking about. You know, but where does that get anybody?
Yeah.
What does that do for anybody? It just takes away and it's draining.
Yeah.
We've got to be as positive as we can and hang around positive people. Be positive for other people, if not for yourself.
What do you think people are missing about just existing in Lompoc?
I think they don't get involved enough to know the other aspects of Lompoc, right? They just see it almost from a distance. No wonder they think that way. But once you get involved with the people, the organizations, Lompoc is a very giving community. And you can only know those things if you choose to get involved.
Thank you so much, Victor.
Thank you, Victor. That was super, super powerful.
Yeah, he's a breath of fresh air, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
we're going to be talking to him a lot, I feel like, over the next several months, maybe years. He's got so many great stories and obviously a unique perspective on the world and Lompoc. And
he was an illustrator, and part of what he did in Hollywood was he would do drawings and illustrations of famous people. So that included people like David Hasselhoff here. So that's him with David Hasselhoff presenting his
super cool.
His portrait there. So
he was he was telling us a story about being in Hollywood and drawn some photos, and then somebody said, "Oh my gosh," or drawn some pictures, and somebody's like, "You should really sell those." And to hear him talk about the entrepreneurial ideas and the wheels start to turn, and how that's influenced his ability to go and find new opportunities and build something out of nothing. It's really cool. Really powerful.
Yeah,
so,
but
very
he's also
inspirational.
experienced a lot of tragedy too. Yeah. I know he said he's been shot at like 3 different times. So he's a dynamic person, and to always be able to find that positive angle, that perspective, I think is so important. So thank you so much, Victor.
That's super cool.
Yes.
Well,
I think that's our show.
I think that is our show. We had such a great time hanging out with you guys today. This is Michelle's birthday show. It is archived forever. What was this? We call it episode 28.
To episode 20. I wish I was 20. No.
We're going to go to the mission later, have a little bit of a picnic. We're going to get some sun rays.
Jeremy made me a carrot cake. He stayed up till midnight making me a 4-layer carrot cake. So
her favorite cake is carrot cake.
It is. I love all cake.
We had a great time. Don't forget, so this is the new format. It's still at 8:30, but no show on Wednesday. We want to spend time getting as prepared. We want the show on Friday to be epic and beautiful. I'm going to be talking with Ashley Costa tomorrow morning, and hopefully this week we're going to get a glimpse of the soon-to-reopen Houck Stadium that's been under construction to refurbish it and make it just beautiful. So hopefully we'll get a little insight on that and share some information with you on Friday. So have a great week. Remember, if you haven't caught up on all the shows, you can do that. They're all archived here and on Facebook and on YouTube. Tell your friends and invite them. And
thank you guys so much. Thank you for all the wonderful birthday wishes. It means so much to me, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Here is your moment of Zen, and we'll see you on Friday. Birthday. Thank you.